Natalia, can you briefly introduce yourself in terms of your position and title at the Bouqs?
My name is Natalia Contrera-Brown. I'm the VP of Product at the Bouqs. I've been with the company for about 7 years, and I manage the product management and product design teams. Bouqs is a mid-sized startup. We started in direct-to-consumer farm-to-table flowers from sustainable, rainforest certified farms. And we've started to expand beyond just e-commerce. So we also offer, subscriptions within our e-commerce, weddings, as well as B2B services, and a couple pop-up shops in paper source stores. And so we really want to disrupt the flower industry, which has been kind of stagnant. The largest player, the largest florist in the world is Kroger. It's grocery stores, and people are still buying really bad quality flowers. And we kind of want to bring the knowledge to the consumer that there is a better way to shop for flowers, quality flowers at an affordable price. And yeah, that's kind of the Bouqs.
So mid-sized startup, you are growing towards that initiative. You are getting a lot of traction. You're adding on different service lines, so to speak, weddings and stuff like that. Growing is my point. Can you walk me through the tipping point in which you decided you need some external help?
Definitely. Yeah. So with many tech startups, our tech stack is about 5 years old and has seen a few teams. And in order to grow at the level that we want to grow at, we need an extremely stable tech stack and continuing to work through big, meaty projects without losing the momentum around continuous optimization on the front end. And so with Spiro, what they allowed us to do is have our core team focus on bigger initiatives around algorithms that provide availability, what products are available when, and those types of things, as well as stabilizing our subscription system. All of those things are kind of being handled in-house, but we have a small team, and Spiro really helped us focus on, are we giving the customer the experience that we think is the best, as well as are there quick wins, just do it's, any just like unlocks that we're missing by, focusing a lot of our time on the boulders. And also, when I first got here, a lot of the testing was, hey, this company is doing X, we should test it. Okay, let's test it. And there wasn't a lot of process with the research. And so what Spiro has really helped us do is start from the beginning and say, what does our customer need? What does our customer want? Why are they motivated to purchase with us? And then use that to create smart hypotheses around our testing program and find quick wins faster.
What was it like working with the team and jumpstarting and still working with the team? Kind of walk me through a little bit of that.
Yeah, definitely. So working with Spiro has been awesome. They were able to really observe how we were working and integrate into our system, like our process system, very easily. And also, I think they kind of came in, set the expectation for what types of research they were going to do. And with that, allowed the product team to also own the customer experience a bit more. I think before then, it was kind of held by marketing, kind of just floating there where, there wasn't just a lot of ownership. And so they first helped us establish customer research around our team, give us like a really good, 100-slide presentation of data that created 40 to 50 ideas right off the bat, that really jump-started how we were able to integrate and get the other teams buy-in on this experimentation program, essentially. And so far, since we've been working with them about 6-7 months now, definitely seen the gains. And I think it's inspired our teams to also take ownership of finding out more information about our customers. We have some customer research tools in-house, and I think that we work really closely with our Spiro team on what's the right way to use these tools. How do we get the most out of things? We're launching, whenever we launch something new, it's like, hey, marketing team, what do we want to know about the customer? How do we bring that back in, bring that to Spiro? Spiro helps us flesh it out. It's a really good synergistic process to say, to use a buzzword that I don't use often with Spiro.
Can you describe a little bit more granularly around the results or the arenas of results of the impact? Any numbers or just, again, arenas or areas of impact? Some granularity there.
Yeah. So our target kind of moved as we worked with Spiro. We started with overall conversion rate optimization. Our conversion rate wasn't necessarily the area that needed the most help. We had a pretty strong conversion rate. But what they really have helped us focus on is our specific areas of the funnel. So add to cart metrics or, increasing revenue. I have this one slide where you look at the tests that were run by, or brought to the table by my team versus brought by the table by the Spiro team. And it's the amount of revenue that they've driven for us has been 2 times as much as the projects that we had in the pipeline. And so that just kind of shows when you're testing the right things and when you have a partner like Spiro, the amount of revenue gains, I can't share any numbers, but the amount of revenue gains we saw were significantly higher than if we were doing this on our own.
What's been the response to Spiro's work among the wider business? So not just your team, but
Yeah, I mean, I think that what Spiro has done for the Bouqs' wider business is that it's showed the team how easy it is to get customer data to validate assumptions before going down the path of testing something. So I'll give you an example that I don't even think you know about, but we launched dried flowers today. And, the question is how do we know what our customer, why our customers buying dried flowers? And of course we can look at the information at the end of the funnel for checkout, but the idea came okay, well, what on this, can we put a website poll up on the website on the dried flowers page and, ask customers why they're shopping today and kind of test it against our shop all page and get some learnings. And it's something like that would have never happened before Spiro, because the thought of getting customer research for so many people was but it's weeks of work and we have to do X, Y, and Z. And so it's made customer insights a lot more approachable for everybody in the business. And I think it's allowed people to departments to come to the product team with questions they have that could lead to problems that we need to solve. And that's been the multiplying effect of Spiro.
I'm curious on how the program that Spiro has here has helped you gain traction within the business towards where you want to go with your objectives of the team build and where you are enjoying your work and wanting your career to go. Yeah,
definitely. So, one of the things that was a goal from my CEO, my boss, was that product is the torch holder for the customer experience. And when I mentioned before, when I came in, it was a lot of well, marketing needs this, let's do this, or the ops team needs this, let's do this. And it was not a lot of ownership over what was in the roadmap. And what Spiro has really helped me do is provide the data to create a roadmap that is being driven by the product team's insights to lead business impact, or to basically drive a business impact across the organization. And that goes that's from buy-in with other teams that we're working on the right things to inspiring my team to put together their short-term roadmaps. Because if I'm looking at the vision, which is, simplify connecting people to exceptional floral experiences, how do I then draw that out into themes and projects for quarterly roadmaps? Spiro's customer-focused research and insights helps inform all of those things. And then we can take what we're doing on the front end as customer research and try to apply those same methodologies to our internal customers, which is our CX team, our operations team, and things like that. So it's given me a really good foundation to drive a product vision that is not just delivery. What Spiro has allowed us to do is much more affordably than bring on an entirely new team. We're able to essentially have a mini product engineering and design team that doesn't cost as much as if I were to hire all those people. It's way faster to ramp up than if I were to hire all those people, and we see results a lot quicker. So it really does help with a small, nimble organization, and the results speak for themselves.